Yo, what's going on, everybody? What an amazing Super Bowl we all just witnessed. Probably one of the most exciting games I've ever seen. And will probably go down as one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. Man, and that Eagles win just capped off the best week of my life. This week alone, I won my first GPP of 150 max GPP for 45,000 almost. Bought a new car with my winnings, and I finally got to see my Eagles win the Lombardi Trophy for the first time in franchise history. Been so blessed this week, but it is the start of the new week, so we just got to forget everything that happened last week and look ahead to this week and try to do what we can to make it another successful week. Another point I want to make is I will probably never play NBA DFS on Super Bowl Sunday ever again. I don't know if the games are too early for the players or if they are thinking about their plans later that night. But the players just look sluggish out there. Lots of players underperformed. Just is what it is. But I'll probably take Super Bowl Sunday off from NBA from now on and just relax and just look forward to the game. But anyway, let's talk about this Monday slate. We got 7 games, some pretty nice games. We want to target. We don't got that many studs on the slate. We got Anthony Davis as your only guy priced above 9,500. After him, we got Drummond, Jokic, and Lillard. But starting off at point guard, we see that Donovan Mitchell is questionable. He is a 50% chance to play. That's what I saw. If they Jazz err on caution and hold him out, or even if they don't, I think Ricky Rubio at 6,500 is a great play. He's coming off monster performances, looking like the old Ricky Rubio. Looks like he's finally found his mojo with his new team. Gonna play lots of minutes every night, close to 35 in competitive games. And he's coming off 51, 40, 48, 34, 33, 16, 30, 32, 27. Look how consistent he's been. 8 of his last 9 games, he's gotten at least 27. Or 7 of 8, he's gotten at least 30. He's been very, very consistent. He gets a great matchup against the Pelicans, ranked the worst team in efficiency against opposing point guards. 6,500, he is a very tough fade. He's one of my favorite point guards on the slate at that value, especially at that price tag. Great upside, as we've seen, 50-point upside, and that's going to be like 7-8x value. I love him in this price tag, and I love him in this matchup, especially if Donovan Mitchell ends up missing this game. Let's go on to shooting guards. Shooting guards, we got a couple of high-priced players. We got Bradley Beal, Victor Oladipo. These are all kind of like okay matchups, nothing that really jumps off. None of these games are really fast-paced and exciting. I'm going to go down a bit, and I want to play Zach LaVine at 66. Zach LaVine finally played over 30 minutes. He broke the 30-minute mark in his last game against the Clippers, and he's erupted for 42 DraftKings points. His game before that, he scored 33 in only 22 minutes. So now that he finally broke 30 minutes, I am going to feel comfortable rolling him out, knowing that he's most likely off his minutes restriction. And he is just in a great matchup. He is now the face of the Bulls, and especially with Lauri Markkanen still out, they traded away MIROTIC. The Bulls are going to need some offense. Zach LaVine is going to take close to 20 shots every game, especially if he's seeing 35 minutes a night. And gets a great matchup against this Kings team. The Kings are really struggle against guards, and Zach LaVine at 66. His price tag is going to be over 75 really soon. He's just going to get a ton of usage on this young Bulls team. I think he has a great shot to get really close to 40, if not more than 40 DraftKings points. I think he's a great play for GPPs. Still got small forward, and I would even play Zach LaVine in cash at that price tag. Pretty cheap, especially if he's playing over 30 minutes. We got these new Clippers making their debuts: Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley. Now the Clippers have a lot of bodies. I don't want to play anybody until we see how they all fit in their new roles. And none of them were getting at a discount. They're all pretty priced out. Like Tobias Harris is up to 66. But at small forward, we still see these Denver guys pretty underpriced. I think Will Barton at 62 is a great play given how many minutes he plays. And given the fact that this game is at home, these Nuggets are a very legit offense. And especially at home is when they play really well together. Will Barton is coming off 35 minutes, 36 minutes, 39 minutes in his last 3. 40, 34, 28, 42 DraftKings points lately. Really consistent when he gets to start. And I like his matchup a lot more than I like Gary Harris with a very similar price. Gary Harris is going to be matched up against Nick Batum, who is a very good defender. I think Will Barton against MKG is a lot better matchup I want to exploit. And Will Barton does have the higher ceiling. Gary Harris is pretty safe because he's going to get you around 30 most nights. Will Barton can get you in 20 some nights, but he can also erupt for like 50. And at 6,200, I'm willing to take that. He's just going to be playing a lot of minutes, and as you see here, takes a ton of shots every game as long as they're falling, which at home they do tend to fall for him. I like him at 62. His price tag isn't high enough given his new role on the Nuggets. At power forward, we got Anthony Davis at 11.2 is your highest priced. He gets a pretty tough matchup against Rudy Gobert. I like his teammates matchup a lot better than his. Besides Davis, we got Blake Griffin at 85. I do like Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond are just going to be really nice plays because the Pistons don't have like many bodies to play. Griffin and Drummond are going to get a lot of usage every night, and we're still getting them at pretty good prices, 85 and 92. I think those are great plays for cash games. But at power forward, I want to give you guys a play in the mid-range, and that is Nikola MIROTIC. Now, I love MIROTIC. We saw what he's going to do in his new role with the Pelicans. Played 35 minutes in his first game, dropped 48 DraftKings points. He is a great fit alongside Anthony Davis because he can shoot the three, he can also drive inside. And this is a great matchup. Well, it's not a great matchup, but it's a lot better matchup than Davis. He's going to be matched up against Derek Favors, who is pretty undersized as a power forward. And I think MIROTIC, he's very aggressive when he's on the court. He's a great per-minute player. He does like to shoot a lot, and the Jazz are ranked 20th in rebounding percentage, so he should get some rebounds as well. And it is a pretty slow pace, but we do see how bad the Jazz are against at defending the three-point arc, 27th in the league, and that shooting threes is what MIROTIC loves to do. So I think he can explode once again. At 5,800, he's still way too cheap. He's going to be really, really close to 7K soon. Because he's finally, unlike Chicago, he's starting now, and if he sees 35 minutes a night, he can do serious damage, especially at that price tag. Now let's look at center. We got Drummond at 92. I do like Drummond a lot. We'll see if some of these Pistons end up sitting again. I think he's a great play. But I'm going to give you guys a pretty cheap play that I think has great upside. And that is Jusuf Nurkic at 63. Nurkic is going to see a lot of minutes in this game because he's going to be matched up against Drummond, and the Pistons also have Blake Griffin. They got two big bodies in there. And Nurkic steadily has been doing really well. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, he usually does pretty good most nights that he gets minutes, and he's been getting minutes lately. He fouled out against the Celtics, but he still dropped 32 DraftKings points, 36 in only 25 minutes in a blowout against Toronto. He had a big game with 45. We do see this. We do see how many games he gets 45. He's 48, 46, 45. In his last 10, he's got 3 of those already. And those are all in limited amount of minutes. In this game, as I said, I do expect him to see a lot of court time. And as long as he can stay out of foul trouble, he should hit value at 63. That's still way too cheap for him, especially that since he plays pretty well on the road, plays better than at home. He's averaging 33 on the road compared to 28 at home. And it is a slow-paced, but Nurkic does do pretty well in slow-paced games because he doesn't tire as easily, and he should get a lot of opportunities to pull down rebounds as well. And yeah, so that's it. Those are the 5 guys I have as of now. Ricky Rubio, Zach LaVine, Will Barton, Nikola MIROTIC, Jusuf Nurkic. If you're paying up, I love Drummond. I love Drummond and Griffin as really solid plays. Yeah, Drummond and Griffin. Whiteside, if Whiteside's out, that's going to open up some value. I would still go right back to Bam Adebayo if he's starting. Hopefully at least some people will not play him. Let's see what his price tag is. I actually would not play him at 46. Just saw his price tag. Would not play him at 46. Maybe Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, Olynyk's 52. If Whiteside's out, I would play Olynyk. I would not play Adebayo at 46. That's kind of expensive. But one more guy, if Whiteside's out, I think Dragic at 73. We saw what he did It's when Whiteside was out. He took 23 shots and put up 53 DraftKings points. Gets a great matchup against Alfred Payton at home. So, yeah, we just got to wait on some injury news. We do have a decent amount of injury news that we're going to have to monitor. And obviously, as the day goes on, we will expect more to break. But, yeah, that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck.